He smiled, a quiet, grateful smile, and looked out over the Liberty Range. By the time spring rolled around again, Liberty Range had grown into more than I ever expected. We had over 100 regular members, a rotation of instructors, and even a waiting list for folks who wanted to volunteer. Dad started running a Veterans Hour every Wednesday, where old soldiers could come shoot for free and talk about anything on their minds. PTSD, divorce, money troubles. Dad listened to them all. It healed him too, in a way. Meanwhile, the HOA finally gave up trying to push their silly little fines. They barely managed to hold their board elections because nobody trusted them anymore. People knew if they stepped out of line again, I'd be there, and that Liberty Range would back them up. I didn't have to threaten anybody. The community had learned to stand together. I was surprised one afternoon when a county commissioner showed up at the range. He shook my hand and said, "You made something special here." Then he asked if I'd help start a safety and awareness program for all the neighborhoods in the area, a way to prevent HOA abuses and teach folks their rights. I was shocked. Me, a concrete worker who'd been ready to smash a mailbox a year ago, now being asked to help fix the entire county system. Dad put a hand on my shoulder and told me to do it. "You've got the guts," he said, "and you know what's right." So I agreed. Over the next few months, I helped build workshops on homeowners' rights, fair code enforcement, and neighborhood accountability. The same board members who once tried to crush Dad were now sitting in my classes, learning how to treat people with respect. That was the best revenge of all, making them change. Liberty Range also started running family days. No live fire, just safety classes, archery for kids, and campfire hot dogs. People came from all over. They'd bring stories about bad HOA letters, and I'd help them figure out how to fight back the right way. One day, a woman from 3 counties overhugged me so hard I nearly fell over. "You saved my parents," she said. "They were about to lose their home over an HOA fine. You showed us how to stop them." That made every bit of trouble worthwhile. By midsummer, Dad was stronger than I had seen him in years. He even started shooting a .30-06 again. Said it felt like old times. We'd stand shoulder to shoulder, the blast echoing over the grass, his laughter rolling across the berms. I kept thinking how close I'd come to losing him. One night, after locking up the range, I sat on the hood of my truck, watching the sun set. Dad joined me, sipping his coffee. "Proud of you, son," he said. I looked at him. "Shouldn't have had to fight this hard," I told him. He nodded, then smiled. "Sometimes freedom takes a fight," he said. I'll never forget those words. As fall arrived, the HOA officially dissolved their security committee. The same committee Gordon once led. Nobody wanted to enforce rules anymore. People just wanted to live their lives in peace. It was the happiest I'd ever seen the neighborhood. Kids played in the yards. Folks had cookouts without worrying if a neighbor would snitch, and flags flew on every block. A year after the attack on Dad, I hosted a massive Freedom Day event at Liberty Range. Live music, barbecue, an old WWII Jeep for photos, even a fireworks show at night. Hundreds came out, laughing and hugging and celebrating. Dad stepped up to the microphone that night, voice clear and strong. "They tried to take my dignity," he told them, "but you all gave it back, and I'll never let them take yours either." The crowd roared in applause. That night, I sat beside the fire pit with Dad and Buddy, who was snoring softly by our feet. The stars shone bright, and the smell of barbecue still hung in the air. I looked around and realized what we'd done. They tried to break us. They tried to silence an old man. But instead, we built a community that would never kneel again. I leaned back, breathing in the quiet night. This all started over a hedge. But a hedge was enough. A hedge had drawn a line in the sand, one that no bully would cross again. Dad nudged me, breaking my thoughts. "Ready to head home?" he asked. I nodded. "Yeah," I said. "We're finally home." And together, we stood, the fire dying behind us, Liberty Range glowing quietly in the night, a symbol of freedom earned and freedom defended forever.